Hi viewers, welcome to the video. Today I have got my friend Brian with us.
Hey guys, I'm so excited for this walking vlog.
And today in this walking vlog, we're actually going on this path behind us that will then take us to Long Jetty that have got lovely shots of the jetty and the scenery. As you can see behind us,
Such a beautiful place.
Such a very lovely place today. And then after the Long Jetty, we're going to be heading further up to this place called The Entrance. It's such a wonderful place and we're going to go on an awesome adventure. So let's get right into it.
Is an area of land that catches rain and pollution, which then flows downwards into the rivers, lakes, and into the ocean. The Tuggerah Lakes catchment covers a huge 710 kilometers square, which is roughly 10 times as big as the lakes themselves. Hey.
Our foreshore trees provide food and habitat for local and visiting birds and mammals. Retaining these trees along the salt marsh is a vital importance as large trees provide log hollows for animal nests, perching sites and a source of food. The foreshore trees that circle the lake can also act as a connective highway for animals moving through the central coast.
Our lakes are an important habitat for global birds. As you take a look out here in the distance, we've got an amazing example of pelicans, bar-tailed godwits that can fly up to 11,000 kilometers. So it's pretty amazing to come into this place to explore these incredible birds.
Brian here is now going to be showing us his biking over this hill right here. Take it away. Well done, that was awesome. We have found and came across the sign called Life in the Mud.
This is an example of everything that's around the mud, the grassy areas and the water out around this area.
It's really cool. It's got a nice cool little balcony as well that you can look out to the water. And we've got some pelicans and some seagulls in the background right now.
And I love how they did the designs of the bars.
Yes, look at this
really
lovely
cool
design of the seahorses. Very nice touch. We made it to the first jetty. We made it finally. we have just made it to the end of the jetty. Look
Our
at that.
the very first
That's
one.
one.
We've still got
Two.
far over there.
And as you can see, it's so lovely here today.
Stay here all day.
Me too, we can just sit back and enjoy the
You know,
water.
the one thing is, I really love the ocean and nature. It's like the best.
And interesting fact about Long Jetty, this is like one of the longest jetties, as that's why they got the name of it.
Yes.
Jetty. So I thought I'd give everyone that little cool Central Coast fact around here.
People overseas that want to come and visit the Central Coast.
Yes.
There's a lot of tourists that come here.
Oh,
and I
yes.
think it's really great, especially the
very
entrance that we'll get to.
We're actually now going to be heading that direction now. So there's still a lot more to see. This is Perry's Jetty. This jetty was built in 1931 by Mr. Stanley E. Perry of Belmore.
To service the subdivision of the ill estate of Mr. George E. Swaddling, who settled at Long Jetty during the early 1900s. Mr. Paddy was a former major of Canterbury.
We have just came across the boathouse here at Long Jetty, and Brian actually has looked up some facts about this boathouse.
This used to be like the Long Jetty boathouse where people go on the boats and then they can go on the little kiddie boats, the motor boats and everything. And also it used to have like the cafe little area where you could buy food and everything. But now I looked up to figure out what was going on, and they're getting it redeveloped, so that means it's going to be built even better. Like decades ago, I didn't know how it was, but they said water slides probably, or when I read here and that, so they want to make it like a more bigger, better place for residents and that.
Well, it's very interesting. We'll be very curious to see what they will do in the end with this boathouse. Going on the jetty right now. Whoop whoop.
This is an exercise, guys.
This is exercising.
This is how we do our exercise.
Watkins Jetty. This jetty was built during the 1920s to service a subdivision created from the estate of Mr. Wilfred Ernest Watkins.
Mr. Watkins was known as a squire of Long Jetty and moved to his 160 acres, 65 hectares farm in his area in 1905. Interesting.
We have finally made it to the very last jetty here at Long Jetty.
I think this is the longest one.
We believe that we reckon this might be the longest jetty here at Tuggerah Lakes. So we're actually going to be showing you guys and walking along. It's a very nice day here today, and we're really enjoying the day throughout. So
I'm glad it didn't rain.
Yeah, thank God. The weather has actually kept up quite nice and sunny. We've finally made it to the end of the last jetty. So that's where we just came back from, all the way over there.
This one looks like the same length as the other one from over there.
You reckon?
It just feels longer, this one does.
Yes.
And you know, there's actually like a lot of history when you walk along the lake. Signs and things that have happened in decades. It's so amazing just reading over it, because we weren't born in some of those.
No. On the way back, I'll do some recording shots showing actual history photos of how it used to look like back in the 1900s.
That would be pretty cool.
It's going to be very, very awesome.
We are so close to the entrance.
So close to the entrance, we're literally just over here. Yeah.
The original Long Jetty had a large ferry waiting shed that was destroyed in floods of 1927, not to be rebuilt again. So that was like the original jetty, as you can see from out there, from the original shots. It had the shed for where they were waiting for the ferry to come and take them to Vale.
Washed away by flood in Easter 1927, severe storms washed away the Long Jetty. Pictured here is all that was left of the original jetty. The structure was believed to be constructed with the wire cables, which is why it holds this shape in the aftermath. Long Jetty. This jetty was built to service the estate of William Henry Price.
It came into general public use in 1915 as a way for ferries to transport people from inland Vale.
The original jetty was washed away in the Great Flood of Easter 1927 and was rebuilt that same year.
Atkins built the second jetty to extend the length of 1,152 feet, and the design remains today. The suburb of Long Jetty divides its name from the jetty. We're in nature right now, guys.
Yes, we're in nature right now. We're walking down the steep hill
We're just
behind
like
us.
listening to like all the birds and the nature go by, because I think we're getting close to the picnic point, and then we'll head to the entrance.
And we're actually going to be along the way actually grabbing some lunch, which is going to be very nice.
Yeah, and we can explain what lunch we have.
Yeah. We have finally made it to the entrance.
Yes,
Here's the bridge just over there. We're about to go grab some lunch now. I'm going to talk to Brian in just a moment and ask him what he's been doing. And yeah, so you guys could know a bit more about Brian. We have just finished eating our Subway. I had a very nice malted rye sandwich. And what did you have?
I had a chicken classic with white bread, a lot of mixture of salads.
Same with me as well. It was very yummy,
And I
wasn't
also got 6 cookies, and I regret it.
Actually, you have 2 left over, don't you? What do you have
Yeah,
left over?
I've got chocolate and chocolate.
Brian, tell us a bit about yourself. So I heard that you've done a lot of acting roles and all that over the past few years, haven't you?
I started off as dancing when I was like 5, and then I've grown up with acting and combined that together. And
Wow.
from now on, I've just been doing acting, dancing, a lot of like more acting work.
Wow, that sounds pretty cool. So it sounds like you've done a lot over the years.
But I'm trying to aim for more higher and bigger.
Well, that was my next question. What you want to like achieve for the future, what for yourself?
Probably like get more out there, because at the moment it's like really, really hard. There's a lot of rejection in the industry. If you really want to get into the acting industry, you got to take rejection as a compliment, and you just got to keep on moving forward. But I suggest if you really want to be an actor, like go out, study, do courses and that, because that would really help you. And then look for a really good agency that will take you on.
Oh, that sounds really good. What great advice there from Brian, guys. We're actually now going to be doing some little shot and recording videos for you all at the entrance. We just found a sign that actually tells us when the pelican feeding here at the entrance starts. Actually starts at 3:30 p.m.
At the moment it is cancelled because of the coronavirus, so someone will just come around and feed them so there won't be the actual talk.
Yeah. This tree right here behind us, we actually took a photo here 10 years ago. Can you believe it? 10 years.
I know. We've come back to this tree again to take another photo to see how it is, and then we'll probably do it again in another 10 years time.
Oh my gosh. So stay tuned guys, we'll do a 10-year video from now and we'll see what happens next. Super windy here. We're walking along. We're now left the entrance. Right there is the sign, and now we are about to go on a jetty.
You know, out in the far distance, that island there, what could be on it?
It's really cool. We'll have to do like a part 2. Likes if you want part 2. Club with Brian again. It's been an awesome day. We're actually now going to be heading this way. Oh, my hair's gone really funny now. We're going to head that way.
That is sad because
We'll be very soon to be concluding the video, but there'll be a lot more content coming up soon, guys. So let's keep doing our last little adventures. Hey, stop that.
Many of our animals in Tuggerah Lakes, including prawns, fish, seahorses and black swans, rely on the extensive seagrass beds for food and shelter.
Studies have shown that widening the entrance channel would result in only a very small increase in ocean water exchange.
The channel is drenched by Wyong Council to maintain the exchange of ocean water and reduce the risk of nuisance flooding.
Tuggerah Lakes estuary receives fresh water from a large catchment area of 710 kilometres, nearly 90% of Wyong Shire. In this ocean. As it says on this board, this is just a quick little thing, it says that little terns visit us from as far away as Indonesia, so that's pretty incredible. And they come to breed and raise on young on Australian shores. That's really good, isn't it? And they can get approximately 20 centimetres long. Oh, wow, that's quite big. That's really unusual because I thought Australia only has Australian animals, but they fly all the way into different countries. That's pretty cool. That's quite spectacular. We just finally stopped here at Picnic Point. Yes, to conclude our video, because it's absolutely been a really amazing walk. Like, let's say, how many kilometres do you reckon? Oh, it was a lot of kilometres. I would say maybe 5, 6. I have no idea. But we did walk from Killarney Vale. You walked a little bit more to catch up to me. But we walked all the way from Killarney Vale, then it was the long jetty, then Picnic Point, then entrance. Yeah, so we went through sort of that line of getting to where we are right now in the video. This has been an absolutely amazing walk. We're going to be doing more of these. You're going to be seeing a lot more of Brian and the future content. What's been your highlight for today? The highlight today, I would say, is definitely the whole experience, just walking along the water, checking out all the scenes, including the jetty. My jetty was the favourite part about this video that I enjoyed. What about yourself?
I gotta say, it's really hard. I loved it all, but I gotta think like just getting out of the house and just walking again, that fresh air around nature and water is like the best thing because I really love nature and
it
water,
sure
like I
is.
say it 100 times. And also at the entrance, when we went to that milestone tree after 10 years.
Wasn't that
again.
amazing just to reset and the tree was still there and it
Alright.
was just incredible to see.
In the video, you would have seen the difference of how the tree was moved and changed and it was built more. I also enjoyed the history, like that longevity, like of all the stuff that's actually happened.
Brian actually read some more when we were at the last Jetty and there were so many photos and I think that was also another highlight, I would say, learning more about Long Jetty and the entrance itself,
There
which
was
is pretty cool.
there was like a lot more, but we just wouldn't have time to
We
read
wouldn't
them
have
all.
time. I just want to say, firstly, Brian, thank you for being in our first official collab vlog video together. It was
You're
really
welcome.
awesome to have you, and we'll definitely be having Brian again throughout the channel. Brian will be in our podcast.
It's brand new, it's not the old podcast anymore, but we're not giving anything away.
It's going to be...
Haha. Well, it's been an absolutely great day, especially my legs are killing me.
Yeah, we've literally walked for quite a few hours. But it was definitely worth it. We saw a lot of great scenes today, and there'll be many more to come.
The pelicans.
The pelicans, oh my gosh, so good. Thank you everyone so much for watching today's video.
You should like and subscribe to his channel right there.
Brian, what is some of your social media that people can follow you on?
Instagram, and my Instagram is _Brian_Hatfield_ because if you go and follow me now, I will go and spam some of your photos on Instagram. Also, you can follow me on TikTok. I've only got one TikTok at the moment, but I am planning on making more content on TikTok, and you can type in Brian, and it's me just sitting there with just a selfie photo. They're my social medias at the moment. I've got my YouTube, so type in Brian Hatfield, and it's with my hand out. All the links will be down the bottom of my details.
So yeah, you can check out Brian's social media in the description below. So
And make sure, and don't forget to check out podcast with another friend, Matt, will be coming into it.
Brian and Matt will be appearing on the podcast, which if you go into anchor.com and type in radio sessions over tea, we'll be doing a whole new podcast account, and all the previous episodes will be on there on top of the new episode that Brian will be featured in, as well as Matt, in the next few weeks' time. So stick around, there's a lot more content coming soon.
Yeah, and I might be making some cool content as well. So it's gonna be
fantastic.
really cool. And if you have any suggestions of what videos you want us to do,
Yes.
put them down below in the comments section.
In that comment section. Until next time, everyone.
Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. My name's Brian.
And I am Granda 94, and this is our first collab walking.
And there's gonna be more.
And there's gonna be more.
Peace out. See ya.
Bye, guys.